old friend of mine has a tendency to share every post when somebody on Facebook says, don't expect the Democrats to come to the rescue if they win the midterms. And I apologize for Hollygo bumping the camera stand again. It's based on this idea that there's really not much difference between Democrats and Republicans, which is a pretty common idea, I think. But that's not entirely accurate. And kudos to anybody who gets the movie reference. I'll cover the similarities, differences, and the movie reference after I say this is Forrest Poston. You're watching To The Point, which is a subcategory of my Thoughts and Mutters channel. Please subscribe, click the thumbs up button, notification bell, share, tell your friends, do all of the things that help support a channel like this. And although there will be some notations on here about how to support us financially, we are not in a position to monetize at this point, but we are in a position where Hollygo and the others need to be fed. So Democrats and Republicans, those are individuals. And individuals have lots of similarities, lots of differences. But the Republican National Committee and the Democratic National Committee is where the story changes. Because both of those groups, organizations, corporations, like the status quo, more or less. Each side wants some changes, not too much, and not to the power structure itself. It's a lot like CVS and Walgreens, Lowe's and Home Depot, where you've got two big powers who have forced pretty much everybody else either completely out of the game or just to the fringes. And then these two split almost the entire pie between them. Sometimes RNC has a little more, sometimes DNC a little more, and well, they're pretty much satisfied with that. They want the status quo, maybe minor changes, but not foundational changes. By definition, that means both the RNC and the DNC are conservatives. Doesn't create a great deal of pressure for change of any type. Now, right now, the RNC does have a more aggressive side, and it's not changing the power structure. Yeah, they're wanting to take more and more and push in a very, well, I don't even want to say conservative, it's a very destructive direction, but they're not changing the essential structure at this point. So we have two conservative organizations who largely control their parties. Where do we get change? Positive change. Now, in the Democratic Party, there are progressives. They have a hard trouble getting any traction within the party because the DNC historically won't support them. Those who win elections or even primaries do it by and large with the DNC either not working for them or working against them, right up to presidential elections. But with the rise of a more radical aspect in the RNC and lack of sufficient response by Democrats, we're seeing progressive Democrats win more elections. Of course, we're seeing Democrats overall win more elections, but we're seeing progressives, the people like what they say and what they do. And right now, we don't need just a blue tsunami, blue wave, whatever you want to call it. If we are going to get onto an upward track, we need a progressive tsunami, one that is strong enough to not just take over leadership of the Congress, but of the DNC itself. We need a progressive DNC. And I'm sorry, we're not, third party, fourth party, however many parties, we're not going to get any of them that actually gain enough power to make a difference. Not in the near future. Even if we had one that made better sense than what we have now. But if we get a progressive Democratic party in place, because progress, okay, we'll sometimes say that progress isn't always a good thing, and that's by definition, progress is a good thing. Change is not always a good thing. But now here's what, it shouldn't be the weird part, but it is the weird part. The progressives are, they not only want to work with the Constitution, with the technical structure of the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, all of the amendments, the heart, the ideals of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, and all of the complexities. Freedom is a very complex issue, but they want to work with those, build upon them. We talk, make the world a better place. Well, they want to make the world a better place for a growing number of people. And that's considered a radical idea. They don't want to put anybody down just to lift somebody up. They want to get everybody moving forward, becoming not just a better country, but better people. How's that for an idea? Now, doing that, the type of change that will require it's greater than what even I think the most progressives are looking at. I once thought we had to make foundational changes in education, and I've since realized that we have to work at what the foundation is built on. We have to actually start changing how we think. It's going to be tricky. It's not going to be quick. But I do believe it can be done. But it will take, as I said, not democratic victories, but progressive victories. Now, for those who've hung around long enough to hear me ramble into this, to whatever the point was, the line earlier about not entirely accurate comes from the movie Independence Day. Thanks for watching. I will be doing a number of videos. I'm focusing more on political ideas right now, but there's also videos on this channel about everything from education, poetry, philosophy, and stupid things that I did when I was younger. And I'm happy to say the number of stupid things I do has decreased. Okay, folks, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.